to the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Bring in the heat. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested with the offense throwing it vertically down the field. And you saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the INT.
They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Finds his tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running game.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Lane. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Mayava. Deep shot for the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking to the big tight end. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Absolute shank. Missed it. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. On the ground, it's Pringle. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were just left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm through the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one stays.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coach is block those guys.
They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the...
Turning it on. Touchdown, Miami. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball. ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, and making the big play.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the back. To the air. It's Mayava. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, he'll be forcing it.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going. Down at the 43. That's a big play. Can even make Traveler perk up and take notice.
Hey, man, when I think about USC and just their pass, I just think explosive playmakers, making explosive plays down the field, finding those big wide receivers, making big plays.
They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
At the 35 as well. Always getting ahead of stick. And he got it. Kept running and he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown Trojans.
So nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line.
I'm sorry, my friend. I don't want to be alone.
At the 26-yard line, and that's why you might want to think about just kicking it away from that guy. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Back to throw. It's back. Snagged out of the air.
The thing I like about the slot receiver is he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
To the air on second down. Had to throw it before he wanted. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over it. Knocked the ball on the ground. 4th down coming up. He might want another play. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Got his man quick.
Come on.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Rushes on him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Part of being a defender, especially against the pass, is you got to see where that receiver's going to. And when he sticks his foot in the ground, you could tell when he stuck his foot in the ground, that in route was breaking in. They knew it, broke on it, swatted the ball down, and made a nice play.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Wow, the quarterback got away with one there. He's lucky that defender dropped that pass, because if he picks it, he might have taken that one to the house.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Looking for space, it's Fletcher. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Scanning the field, it's back. Got his man on the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Canes want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes. On to attempt the try. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Starts the drive trying to go up top. That's reeled in and struck it. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's
into double coverage, and he picked it off.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's back. Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Bowden. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And the Hurricanes in the hurry-up. He's looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got rid of it just in time. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here's a heat. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Hurricanes. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Lets it fly. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Looking left. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy pass and catch.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
You got some gay ass shit.
Watch me by
How the fuck they do me like that? I don't know. 21 seconds.
crack it.
Loading so intense it stops your whole day. I've been there. That's why I founded Armor. Nature's so rich with that blueprint.